Hello basketball fans and welcome to Mezzetti Gymnasium here at Warwick Valley High School, where we have an electric atmosphere. The players are hyped, the fans are hyped, we are hyped to bring you coverage of what is sure to be an amazing Section 9 contest. So it's the Warwick Wildcats taking on the Chester Hambletonians. I'm Tito Fernandez, joined by Brendan Rink. Brebs, this is an elite Chester team. What do the Cats need to do if they're going to come away with a win?
Well, number one, we got to start off with limiting Chester's fast break points. They like to run at a very fast pace, and we need to limit their transition game. And number two, it has to be moving the basketball side by side. And what I mean is Chester likes to run a trap defense, basically where they double team on one of our people, and then we can exploit that by passing the ball to the open man, because if you're double team on defense, there's always an open person. And finally, win the rebound battle. If we can limit Chester to one shot on offense, we have a chance to keep them to 50 points or less.
You cannot win a basketball game unless you can control possession of the basketball. Coach Mackey knows this. Everybody on this team knows it. This is a Chester team that averages around 18 steals per game, which is a ridiculous number. And it's going to be tough for Warwick to hang on to the basketball. But when they do have the basketball, who needs to step up offensively for the Cats?
I think it definitely has to be Harrison O'Neal. He is our star player. He averages 15 points and 10 rebounds per game. He scored 22 points against Kingston last week and also 21 against Firebrush earlier this week. So I think he's due for a very great game tonight.
Neal has been sensational all season. We'll see if he can keep the hot streak going. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the coverage from center court.
Cancer, in simple terms, is a disease in which a person's cells grow uncontrollably and spread to other parts of the body. This disease can develop almost anywhere in the human body, resulting in many different types of cancer, some more deadly than others depending on the stage. To go to show how fatal this unfortunate disease really is, did you know that cancer was the second leading cause of death after heart attack in the United States in 2019? In 2019, there were 599,601 cancer deaths, many living with stage 4 cancer living less than 5 years after diagnosis. But what if there was a way to help? The American Cancer Society is a nationwide and community-based voluntary health organization that its main mission is to free the world from cancer. Until that goal is reached, the American Cancer Society will be funding and contracting research, sharing experts' information, and supporting patients and spreading the word about the prevention worldwide. Donate today and help those who fight each day for a better, healthier life.
Hello everybody, welcome back. Mezzetti Gymnasium here as we are getting drowned out by the just pure excitement that has taken over this amazing arena. This is the most full I've ever seen these stands. You know, you got both sides, the Warwick section's packed. You got a lot of people from Chester as well who are really giving love to their players. And speaking of their players, this is an incredible Chester team. I'm Tito Fernandez, by the way. I'm joined by Brendan Rink. So, Brebs, what are you thinking about this Chester squad?
They look pretty tough. They're Alex Castad, their junior, is averaging 21 points per game. And I'd like to also note the head coach, who took over in 2009, just one losing season in the last 8 years. Last year they had a losing season, which was 2019. So all around, I think we're going to have a tough match for Warwick, but I'm excited to see how Warwick stacks up against the Hambletonians.
Yeah, John Marcello has built just an incredible program. He's done an amazing job with this, with what is now a Section 9 powerhouse.
I'd also like to add career record 171 and 89.
Yeah, that's incredible. You know, that would be. You can look at that in NBA terms. As I'm gonna have to take a back seat 1 second as players get announced.
Number 3, junior guard Shane McAuliffe.
I'm very excited to see Shane play tonight. He can shoot it from 3.
Wearing number 11,
yeah, he was incredible the last game. You got all these players that are so excited, and we're hearing them come out right now.
Senior Jake Day.
2 seniors in the starting five today, which was not the case last time in the game. But Holder and Dury are both excellent pieces for the Cats.
Junior forward, Harrison.
I'd like to know, it's very interesting how there's only 4 seniors on the basketball team as well.
Yeah, it is. This junior class for Warwick really has had an integral role. You got guys, you got Harrison, Jason Gonzalez, Shane McAuliffe who are starting. Then you got guys like Skylar Rodriguez, Jonah Medeiros, who likely are going to take bigger roles next year. There's a lot of talent here. Josiah Jones as well. And Johnny Lupkovich, who had a very key role the last game we covered.
That's my guy right there, Johnny.
Yeah, he really stepped up big time. To get back to Chester. I'm sorry.
The officials have asked that you please help them.
Well, we kind of covered the starters already, but let's get back into them. We got Jacob Gonzalez, number 1, the junior guard. He's joined in the backcourt by number 3, Shane McAuliffe. Then we have number 11, I believe it's actually a senior in Joe Holder. And so 3-guard lineup to start. Jake Dury, number 22 is the senior forward, and joining him up front, number 24, Harrison Neal, who we highlighted as the star player to watch. On the other side, anyone who's followed this Chester team knows who the star is. Alex Bastian is just incredible, averaging 21 a night. He's a big-time player, and likely we will be seeing him playing somewhere in college 2 years from now. He's a junior. But I talked to Harrison before the game, and I asked, what are you going to do? Are you going to lock Alex up? And with pure confidence in his eyes, he tells me straight-faced, yes, sir. He is ready. His whole team is ready, and this should be a fun one. Warwick comes in at 7-11, but they are a very talented team. The talent is clear, and I think we'll see that unfold tonight. Warwick won the tip, and now Dury feeds Gonzalez on a nice cup pass, and he is fouled, and he will head to the line.
I like to say, it's a very interesting lineup, Warwick, with the 3 guards out. A little bit of a small ball lineup there.
Yeah, so Chester, I don't think, they've got a lot of talent, obviously, but not much of that. They don't really rely on height necessarily.
Yeah, they don't got the size.
Yeah. So I think you just want to really play your best 5 guys, and if Mr. Mackey thinks he wants to go with, that might be the right move, and we'll see. I'm sure your 5 will unfold over the course of the game. We all know about the patterns that we get in a game of basketball. So some guys will struggle, some guys will step up, but there's going to be a lot that happens here. Gonzalez's second shot from the line is good, so he splits the pair. And Holder with the steal. Off of the inbound pass, and Warwick has another possession. Here's McAuliffe directing the offense. Gives to Holder. Holder double teamed. We'll see those double teams a lot. Now McAuliffe gets an open corner 3 and looked good, did not fall. How about Jake Dury though, getting the board? Holder threw a bad pass, and it's going to be backcourt violation.
Chester is really just quite physical. There's double teams. They get all the way around the key.
Now, I'll tell you, as someone who's, I'm not a great basketball player, but just, my brief experience in rec, those traps, those corner traps really tire you out over the course of the game. And that'll have a huge effect on the Cats. How about it, Alex Bastian? Gets points automatically there. Warwick is going to need to keep an eye on him. Mackey says he wants to bring out a lot of defensive looks. He wants to confuse him. So we'll see how that defense evolves over the course of this one.
All right, looks like almost a triple team to Dury right there.
Yeah, you just look at how active these defenders are as Harrison's 3 rims out. Just look how active these defenders are. They're always moving. There's never, a moment where someone is standing still. Warwick always has to pass it. There aren't many opportunities to dribble. And that will create a lot of bad passes over the course of the game.
Chester's just playing with such a fast pace, and Warwick's just weren't expecting that.
Mackey giving instructions to Harrison Neal. Looks like he'll set a screen for Gonzalez. Or he might back off, actually. All right, now McAuliffe. Inside Dury. Dury has a good look in the paint, but nice physical D by the by the Chester defenders. Forces the miss.
See, he looks.
Oh, what a block! Harrison Neal.
Warwick's got to put it in though. Go in for those layups.
That was an incredible block on Dylan Perez, but now Chester has it back. And Bastian is going to be fouled. That's a good hard foul, you can live with that.
It's the case. It looks like Warwick's a little bit tired right now. Can't be tired this early to the game. And also, what I'd like to add is like the way Chester's been throwing the double teams. It's been outside like zone, like on the keys, like where the 3-pointers are. But what's like opening up for the defense is that those inside backdoor cuts that should lead to open layups.
Warwick fans wanted a backcourt violation called there, and I believe one should have been called on senior Noah Angelis, but the whistle did not go down. Did not go off, rather. That three was missed by Damani Dunkley, and now Neal is going to take it up for the Cats. 2-1 lead for Chester. We are 2.5 minutes into the game here. Now Gonzalez. You got 3 defenders right around him in the corner. You got to find an open man there. McAuliffe takes a contested 3, and it doesn't go. How about Joe Holder, though? He's been very active so far. Gets the board there.
Love the effort.
Dury going to pop a 3 now. That one's no good. A lot of struggles for the Cats shooting. But Gonzalez is heading back to the line.
And the shots may not have been going in, but I like their hustle right there. Try to get those second chance points.
I believe that ties into one of the keys we were given by Mackey. Out-rebound the Hambletonians.
Yes, it was.
Go ahead.
And that's going to be huge down the stretch because we want to have the ball in our hands when we're leading, or,
Gonzalez misses that first free throw.
Because those second chance points add up on those rebounds.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got our first substitution of the game, I believe. Kieran Hannafin checks in. I could be wrong on that. But yes, Kieran Hannafin in the game. He averages around 6.5 per night, so he's a solid complementary piece for this Hambletonian offense.
Gonzalez struggling with these free throws early.
Yeah, 1 for 4 from the stripe. So we have a timeout called. It's been a bit of a sluggish start on both sides. Neither team really doing what they wanted to do. Chester's really bringing a lot of aggression on those traps, but they have not come away with steals yet, so that's a good sign for the Cats. Is there anything that any quick adjustments you'd make right now for Mackey?
Well, I'd not say they're forcing the threes right now, but when they're being double teamed in the corners, say on the left, on the right, or up on top of the key, there's like open space down by the paint for backdoor cuts. And I think what they should do is pick and roll, even though you're getting double teamed, try to find a pick and roll so you can screen and find backdoor cuts to the rim.
Yeah, those backdoor cuts will be huge. We saw a couple of them, and I believe it was Dury who was unable to finish in the paint. But if you keep on getting good looks, they will fall. That's a general rule for the sport of basketball.
Exactly. That's what I think they should be doing right now.
All right, so Chester, by the way, now I've mentioned this before, I'll mention it again. They average around 18 steals per game. It's a wild number to think about. Like 18 steals per game, I don't even know how you do that.
That's how you know they're well coached on defense.
Yeah, and then all these players know what they're doing. But now we had some full court press by Warwick trying to create some turnover magic of their own, unable to.
A little bit of old school basketball.
Looks like we're going to get a very high tempo, high strung game, and those are the best games to watch, in my opinion. Look at Holder's defensive effort on Bastian, I apologize there. And it turns into a work steal. Now Neal going to pop a 3. That was a little off. So still the shots aren't falling, but the defense has been great on both sides. What a finish! Number 13, Jimmy Lucington.
That pace that Chester's playing with is just killing Warwick.
You got to wonder when substitutions will start to become a bigger part of this game. I can't imagine these guys can all go at this pace all night.
Oh no, Warwick's got to control it.
Look at this ball movement by the Cats. Dury 3. It's nothing but net.
That was beautiful ball movement right there.
And Holder with the steal and the layup. How about Joe Holder?
Warwick's being the aggressor. If Warwick's being the aggressor here right now.
3 steals in the first 4 minutes for the senior Holder. He has been such a huge piece for this Cats team. Defensively, he also provides a great passing value. He's an excellent player. And now, how about that inside feed to Ryan Murphy, who gets his first bucket of the game. We are all tied up at 6 here with 3.5 to play in the first quarter. It's been an excellent start to this game.
It has. It's been very amped up, as you say, with the tempo with both of these teams, especially with Chester, though, because that's how they usually play.
McAuliffe was able to escape that double team there. Now it goes back to McAuliffe, who's going to pop that through. No hesitation, but it's swatted away by Alex Bastian.
I saw a shade of the corner, but nice job by Chester by closing it out there.
So now we have a bit of a pause, a bit of a time for people to regroup. We have Timmy Leonard in the game, another senior, and Jordan Medeiros as well. So Gonzalez and Holder get some much needed rest, well deserved, as I might add. Now Gonzalez is going to go. Beautiful fake, and he gets it to go over Alex Bastian.
Love the effort Jacob's been playing with so far.
Cats lead at 8-6, 3 minutes to play in the first. Here's Angeles, Noah Angeles, that is. Gonna give to we have a foul. That's gonna be a Hannafin who was fouled on that, and he'll be heading to the line. Chester's first trip to the stripe this game. That call against Jacob Gonzalez.
These fouls, we've had quite a few of them actually this first quarter. Those add up, and you don't want them to affect you down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to disagree with you there because I think we've had a very low number of fouls for the type of basketball they're playing. I mean, you expect, sloppy play, turnovers, fouls, but really we haven't had that. We've had very clean basketball. And I've been impressed by both these teams so far. Hannafin splits the pair there. So Warwick's lead is cut to 1. They lead 8-7, and Neal nearly turned it over. Got to London though. McAuliffe thought about popping the 3, instead gives to Gonzalez.
Hey, Pat!
Mackey has called the play for the Cats, something called Pat, don't know what it does. Now Leonard thought about the handoff, instead goes right to the hole and lays it in.
Seems like the play was be aggressive, just go to the rim.
Well, let's see if they run that some more. That fake toss really got a Chester defender, gave Leonard about that half step that he needed, and the Cats now lead by 3. How about Angeles? The give to Hannafin, right back to Noah Angeles, who gets the fall.
That was a really good team ball right there, led by Noah.
Now Neal, look at that triple team. Harrison Neal steps into a deep 3. Now money, nothing but net. Harrison Neal has the Cats up by 4.
Oh, that was clean right there.
13-9 with 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Medeiros nearly knocked it away. Now Noah Angeles. Angeles tries to get one off. Harrison Neal's there and knocks it out of bounds.
Harrison Neal right there showed us why he's our star player for tonight.
Excellent stretch by Neal, and he will sub out of the game for another junior in Johnny Lepkovich. Lepkovich really stepped up that last game we did against Monroe Woodbury, and he's really emerged in the second half of the season as a key role, as a key player for this Cats team.
He really has. I just like his energy, like those rebounds are so crucial, like I said before, and he's the guy you want for that.
Yeah, he's one of like those glue guys, swing players, as he actually can't chase down that rebound.
Announcer shakes right there.
We will certainly be talking about jinxes in great detail leading into a quarter later. We have a very interesting Alex Bastian story for you guys. As Bastian makes a beautiful move, but can't stay on his feet. Now Medeiros now scramble for the ball, and how about the effort made by the Chester player, that's number 5, Ryan Murphy, to dive on the ball and call a timeout. Those hustle plays add up, they hype your team up, they're exactly what you want your guys to do. So now Warwick leads at 13-9, 4 points with 1 minute and 24 seconds to play in the quarter. What a quarter. I mean, this has been a sensational play. What have your thoughts been, Brett?
Yeah, there's been a lot of action this quarter. These last 2 minutes, I really liked Warwick's addresser though. But on Chester's side, they've been just like throwing double teams like it's nothing at Warwick, and at times it's worked. Most of the time it has been working, but Warwick with Coach Mackey being the coach that he is, making the adjustments to find ways to get the ball into the hoop.
All right, here we see this Warwick team in the huddle. If you look at this matchup on paper, this should be a Chester win. 15-3 versus 7-11. We all know Warwick had a tough start to the season, but they have really recovered. If you look at the games, January 5th, they got absolutely destroyed by Kingston, 42-point loss. A few days later, they got killed by NFA, another 32-point loss. Then after that, they turned it around with a win against Valley Central by 50 points, and that really was a turning point for this team. Every single game that they've played since then has been competitive, except for the ones that they won. They had multiple blowouts. This is really a team that's turned things around, and they look to be a force in the playoffs as Madero snaps the ball away. Chester is really struggling to hang on to the basketball.
Warwick plays with a lot of heart, and as you said, with the second half of this season, this comeback that they're having with these games.
You know, you could really hear the energy of this team. While, you know, we were getting ready to film our postgame, and we just hear, you know, screaming coming from the hall where the Warwick players were getting ready to enter the court. Would not think those players were capable of being that loud, but they were. These guys are hyped, they're ready, and they've shown it. How about Noah Angeles? They're unable to get it to go. And Leonard and Rodriguez secure it for the Cats. We're down to the final minutes of the quarter. Looks like this play will revolve around Johnny Lepkovich. He flashed it up high post and gives out to Gonzalez and give it to Medeiros. Look at the ball movement here.
We're just trying to play some
Lepkovich pump fake, puts it on the floor. Beautiful move, can't get it to fall though. Noah Angeles gonna slow things down. They could have gone 2 for 1, but they choose not to. We're down to 30 seconds to play in the quarter.
Warwick's got to get a stop here. Don't want Chester to get momentum through the second quarter.
Here is Bastion. Guarded straight up by Gonzalez. Bastion to the hole. He's fouled by Lepkovich. 20 seconds to play in the quarter. Warwick up 13-9, and Bastion at the line for 2.
Looks like Coach Backer was looking for a trouble. I don't know if I saw one there.
Yeah, that looked pretty good to me. I mean, it looked like he did a great job of getting in the paint and drawing contact. You know, he got the 2 steps. We all know how guys like James Harden have, you know, really done a lot to extend that 2 steps.
Yes.
Sometimes it can be 3, 3.5. The substitution, Josiah Jones checks in. What are you thinking here of your coach Mackey for this on this final play of the first half? He can hold for the final shot. What are you drawing up?
Well, I just want to attack the hole. Don't just chuck up shots. Like, use the rest of the game clock for the rest of the quarter.
How about that trap though? Jones gets it away to Rodriguez. Now Rodriguez going to push the pressure. Beautiful feed to Medeiros, who gets it to fall in the paint.
Like I said, push it to the rim, and you get easy points. Well, not easy points, but good open looks.
Yeah, why go 2 for 1 when you can take the 2 free points? And now it's a 3 by Hannafin to end the quarter, rims out. So the Cats, absolutely great first quarter. They lead at 15-11. We'll be right back with the next 8 minutes.
As a human race, we came a long way. But then again, as a human race, we still aren't where we should be. 5,700 people of color have gone missing since 2020, and this topic doesn't get a lot of coverage. But the BIPOC topic wants to change that situation. The BIPOC project wants to help unify and support people of color and help Indigenous people become visible. They say liberty and justice for all, but who are the ones getting justice? If we want everyone to be united, we as a human race need to make sure everyone feels heard. You don't have to be famous to spread light on the situation. No matter what age you are, your voice should be heard. To help spread awareness or donate, go to www.thebipocproject.org. And remember, no matter how much awareness you spread, your voice will be heard.
All right, welcome back, guys. It has been a sensational first quarter. Cats lead at 15-11. Grebs, what have been your thoughts so far?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Say that again.
Well, what have you thought of this first quarter performance by the Cats?
Yes. So, at first it looked a little bit of a slow start. Chester really got him with the double teams, but I just like the effort they were able to push throughout the rest of the first half, or the first quarter, I should say, and able just to drive and find ways to get ball into the rim. I love the adjustments by Coach Mackey.
Man, Warwick is really on top of these defenders. They flip this quick. You've had active hands by guys like Medeiros and Holder. You've had everyone really stepping up as Ryan Murphy drains an open 3. That's his second make of the game. So that cuts the Cats lead to 1. Harrison Neal prepares to check back into the Cats alongside Gonzalez.
I was about to say, Warwick's using a little bit of Chester's own medicine, but led to an open 3.
Yeah, that's always the risk, but you know, a lot of these guys aren't great with the shots. What a pump fake by Rodriguez, can't finish. You know, had the defender flying. It's all good though, Leonard's there to clean up the miss.
Well, the effort by Leonard to get the ball into the rim on second chance points.
All right, here come the Cats. Rodriguez leads the fast break. Gonna slow things down now. Almost lost it, he does lose it. No, he hangs on to it, and Medeiros comes away with it. Now, inside to Josiah Jones. He bumped in the paint, but gets it to go. Warwick's lead is up to 5, largest in the night, 19-14, with 6:44 to play in this second quarter.
So we got Shane and Gonzalez coming back into the game.
Harrison Neal as well, I believe. Actually, they're waiting on something. So we're not going to have a substitution here. I believe that's to keep some defensive specialists in, which is a smart move, situational basketball. Whenever you can play it is the right move, I believe. Never mind, I have to eat my words there. They were just waiting for the ref to let them come in.
Yeah, so I think the ref is also went to the score table to assess who caused the foul.
Yeah. So, Alex Bastian has played the entire game so far for the Chester. Oh my goodness, Harrison Neal just took it from the inbounder. And now a nice pass to Gonzalez, who can go in the paint and lays it in. The Cats lead by 7.
Well, just like that, it's a 7-point lead for the Wildcats.
That's been an incredible start for the Cats. Let's see if Angeles and the Hambletonians can answer. They cannot, they throw it away.
Ooh, sloppy right there.
How about it? Warwick with the lead and the ball. We have, I believe that's going to be Nikoja checking in for the first game, senior Nick Nikoja. And Jake Dury comes back in. Hit a big 3 earlier in the game. Now McCall gives to Neal. Now Dury, and he traveled. And he got the shot to go, of course, after the travel. That's the kind of mistake you really want to avoid against this team. You know, if you're going to have a turnover, at least, you know, make them work for it. Don't just, don't give it up like that. It's one play, though. In the grand scheme of things, let's hope it doesn't matter. Now Bastian. Oh, he's swatted by Neal, but he was fouled first. Man, Harrison Neal has been all over Alex Bastian today. He's really had to work to get away from Neal to create a lot of his scoring opportunities.
This is shooting 2 at the line. Wow.
Yeah. He made his first 2 earlier, so we'll see if he can continue that stretch. Yeah, he's a great, just all-around shooter, and that translates to the free throw line. He rarely misses here.
Free throws.
Nothing but net on that first one.
So crucial.
Yeah. I asked him before the game, you know, Alex, anything you can give me, any predictions, what are you thinking scoring-wise? He says, you know, I'm not into that. He tells me he's terrified of jinxes, and he doesn't want to jinx himself. So, with that being said, I'm going to predict now that Alex really is going to go off, 50 points, not going to miss anything.
Yeah,
he's going to have the game of his life.
He's going to set records, too,
absolutely.
as well. Most points of the game, a high school game.
Warwick turned it over on the other end, unfortunately. Thought we were going to get a foul call for a minute. It will be a turnover, though. And Joe Holder's going to check back into the game. Hopefully he can create some more defensive pressure. Looks like the Cats have kind of eased off a little bit in the second quarter.
Chester has to find a way to respond here.
Murphy inbounds to Angeles, and now Warwick brings the full court pressure, just what we said. McCall providing defense. Now the give to Murphy. Murphy's gonna get it to Hanifan. We have a lot of passes. What a move.
Might have got away with a push off there.
It wasn't called, so I didn't see anything.
Yeah, me either.
That was an incredible step back, incredible cross. Now Holder, nice give to Dury, who's gonna pop it. Dury is never afraid to shoot the basketball.
I love his confidence. Would have been huge if he knocked out that shot right there. I think this place would have gotten crazy.
Dury told me before the game, it's going to be a 15-point Cats win, and Harrison Neal is going to drop 20. I don't know about 15 points, but you have to be impressed by what the Cats have done. How about Joe Holder, though? Another steal. That's 4 for the night. but the Cats are stripped away. Oh, Neal just bodied. Yeah, he bodied Alex Bastian. Bastian is down. I think Neal got him in the face.
Yeah, it looks like I think they bumped into each other on the heads.
Looks like it might have been a hand in the face. No foul, I don't think. Or a regular foul, rather.
The refs were ready to play on until that call.
This man's not checking out. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes the full 32 today. So much of this offense rolls through him, and he's really stepped up to the moment so far. So I'm not sure exactly what the call ended up being, but it is Cats ball, and Neal's going to shoot a three off the inbound. It is too strong. 21-17, Cats lead, 5 minutes to play in this first half. Will Signan trying to drive there. And we're waiting on the call. Oh, technical foul. Technical foul called on Ryan Murphy. Cats fans are going wild.
That was the poser right there, right?
Yeah, I believe something was said that angered him. Nah. Man, I think we can clearly see the effect that the student sections have had. Talked to senior and star football player Danny Thorson. He told me that he fully expects a fight to break out here. And I mean, I'm not condoning violence in any way, but let's be real, we all want to see a fight happen.
There was a lot of chippiness here.
These fans are into it, though.
Yes. Yeah, we got a packed crowd for Warwick and Chester here. Big game. You can tell both these teams want it badly.
Absolutely. This is the final league game for both teams, I believe, before playoffs, which the seeding will take place next week. And it looks like they have reversed the call. They're still talking. There was a lot of talking, as there usually is in situations like this. Slows down the pace of the game, unfortunately. And looks like Lusignan will be shooting. Regular free throws? I'm not really sure.
I thought there was going to be technical free throws.
Yeah, it certainly looked like it.
They're shooting 1-1.
Okay. Can't fully hear what the ref is saying. You know, it would be cool if we were, if they reported to us, I feel like we're more important than the score at this table. But that's just my opinion, my unbiased opinion.
Yeah, that's what's cool about the NBA, how they're able to do replays to talk to the guy, like a former referee back in New York.
Yeah, I feel like we should get someone on that. Lusignan can't get it to fall, so all that for nothing.
Oh yeah, literally all that for nothing.
Okay, now here's Joe Holder. He's gonna get doubled. Gonna give out to Harrison, who's gonna step right into a three. Can't get it to fall. Nice closeout by Murphy. Now here comes Chester. Here's Lusignan. Nice feed, but it was tipped away. And now Bastian with a rare miss. Harrison Neal picks it up, and now he's going to run the court. Man, 3 defenders right on him. This pressure is really stepping up. Out the no-look pass from Dury to Holder. Now to Leonard. Great team offense, and it leads to a foul. 2 shots for Timmy Leonard, the senior.
They were giving Harrison O'Neal the Steph Curry type treatment of defense right there.
Yeah. So, this has been a fun game to watch. I hope anyone watching this is having as much fun as we are in this booth here. This is good basketball. This is high-level basketball. I hope, we're getting yelled at for our director for calling this a booth. But, yeah, we're basically at a table, open air. Nothing much around us. But it's been a fun game. It's been a high-level game. I hope we get to see this in the playoffs. That'd be very cool to see.
Yeah, this is what basketball is all about.
Hope Warwick gets a home playoff game. I'm not positive on how the seeding will work out, but that would be an electric atmosphere. Leonard got his free throws to fall, so it's now a 6-point lead for the Cats. 23-17 is the score. We have just over 4 minutes to play in this second half. Holder nearly took it away from Bastian there. Bastian gonna take a 3 over Holder, and he missed it and fell down.
Looks like that hit.
Oh, and McCall threw it right to Angeles. Noah Angeles gonna run the court. Blocked by Dury. How about Jake Dury? A chase down block, and Chester will now take it out from underneath.
precarious effort by Shane, but Dury was able to avenge his teammate with that clutch block.
This is the loudest I've heard this crowd get. Any game that I've done, you know, we have a solid atmosphere usually, but this is next level. These fans really want to see a playoff run. It all starts here. And it's going to be a travel, I believe. Or no, a 3-second violation.
Joe, Joe.
Some kind of violation, not sure on which one, but it will be Cats ball. We have eclipsed the halfway point in the second quarter, and McAuliffe will take it up for Warwick.
All the way through.
See what kind
Now
of play
Holder.
they draw up here.
Passing around, Lupkovich now, looking for someone. Gives to McAuliffe, who's gonna turn around, beautiful spin move, floater. Oh, no good. That's an excellent move by McAuliffe, couldn't get it to fall. Bastion gets the rebound, and now McAuliffe fouls Bastion.
So Shane in that corner, that's his spot right there. Love the spin right there. That was sick if it went in.
Yeah, that was an excellent floater. Chester is in the bonus. So, and then this will be a 1-and-1, but they will be in the double bonus going forward for the rest of this half. Not ideal. You know, there are bound to be a lot of fouls in a game like this. You just don't want to pick too many up in the backcourt like that, where it's an inconsequential play.
No, and I'd also like to note, Chester has 6 fouls to Warwick's 9 fouls so far.
So all free throws going forward. Warwick will be in the 1-and-1 bonus for the next try. Bastion got the first one to go, of course. I'm not going to comment on the one sock thing. Maybe it's like his fashion statement. One long sock, one short. All these players really doing it. You know, maybe it's one of those team chemistry things.
Yeah.
Bastion cannot get the second to fall with Lupkovich securing the rebound. Now Harrison Neal going to give to McAuliffe.
Hey!
Now Holder has it. Holder going to try and create something.
Diagonal!
Lupkovich could have popped that three. Instead, gives it to
Joe, come get it.
Neal. We're getting drowned out by the screams of Joe Mackey, who's really trying to set up some kind of diagonal-based play here.
Yeah, I'm seeing Shane in the corner again.
Leonard, right to the hole, gets it to fall.
Does not matter where it's safe because Timmy Leonard had other plans and took that right to the rim.
That's the second time that he's exploited that matchup there, and he's just beaten his defender. Musignan now, he's fallen a little quiet lately. It's going to be a foul on somebody. I missed the player. But it will be 2 shots.
It was on Leonard, Timmy Leonard.
Timmy Leonard, all right. It will be 2 shots for Lusignan rather, the senior. He averages around 8 points and 5 assists, but also, more importantly, 5 steals per night. He's one of these big-time pressure guys. Can't get the first to fall. 25-18 is the Warwick lead, 7 points, 2 minutes 46 seconds to play in this first half. Second for Lusignan. Miss. Lupkovich secures the board. Now here's Joe Holder. Oh, Holder had an open Timmy Leonard. Chose not to throw that pass. It was a little risky. Now Neal going to regroup and reset this offense. Going to give to Holder. Constant motion here. Nobody's staying still. Lupkovich now gives to Holder. Oh, Holder threw it away. And it's going to be an easy lay-in for Lusignan.
Looked like Shea tried to reach in there. Refs let it go for the easy 2.
Yeah, no point in calling a foul like that. That would just slow down the game. It's cut to a 5-point lead. But how about Shane McAuliffe with the 3?
Cold-blooded 3 by Shane right there. That brings the Wildcats back up to 8.
Timeout, Chester. This team looks stunned. You know, you look at the expressions on the players, and they really did not expect this much of a fight. What adjustments are you making here if you're Coach John Marcella?
For the Chester, you just can't leave shooters open. You got, in the first quarter, they did a good job of double teaming and making sure Warwick wasn't able to get these 3-pointers off. But in the second quarter, it's a completely different story.
Yeah, you know, Warwick is not a great 3-point shooting team. That's been something they've struggled with all year. But today they are falling.
I say it is loud in here.
Yeah. You can really hear everyone in into it. You got the music blaring. We are having some headset difficulties, so I apologize if we ever do a double take and pause for a second. But it will be Chester ball. Warwick is going to roll out a full court press. You know, one of the most, I'm not huge into advanced statistics, but one of the ones that I love, points per possession off of a timeout. If you're a coach and you call a timeout, you absolutely should be getting the 2 points here.
Yes.
So that's a huge moral victory for Warwick if they can get a stop. And Bastian has it stolen away by Lupkovic. Oh, they're going to have it. I was trying to hype up Lupkovic, but it will be an easy 2 points.
Well, you guys get so excited just for them to turn it back over to Chester.
So I'll count that as 2 points off the timeout, even though you had the brief turnover there. The play they drew up worked. Holder can't get that 3 to fall. Lupkovic tries to clean it up, but he misses it. Looked like he was hacked there, but no call. And now Murphy is going to double dribble. Ryan Murphy, the senior, is 6'1", and he was trying to set something up, but he lost count on his dribbles.
Chester is playing a little bit on their heels right now.
Cats ball now up by 6, 1 minute, 30 seconds to play.
I don't think they were expecting Warwick to go out to this lead.
Now McAuliffe, corner 3. Looked good, did not fall though. And Noah Angeles secures the ball. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Noah Angeles did not see the line, and Warwick will have it underneath. That's just a careless turnover by Ryan Angeles.
He got really
Noah
close.
Angeles.
He got really close to the line, and not surprised refs called that there. Walking the tightrope.
Okay, here's Leonard to inbound. He usually handles those duties. Oh, and Harrison Neal nearly bumped into Lupkovic. And now he'll have the ball, and he's going to give it to Holder.
Ooh.
We don't have the call, but we do have a foul, actually, which sends Lupkovic to the line for a 1-and-1. Holder, as great as he's been defensively, has had some offensive struggles, really has had trouble getting some of those passes off. But the rest of the team's really stepped up offensively. Everyone does their job, and that's really all that matters for this Cats team. 28-22 the score, a 1-and-1 opportunity for junior Johnny Lupkovic.
Got to make these right here.
Yeah, you really want this to be a 3-possession game. Can't catch the go though. Rebound, Bastian. Neal takes it away, and did he call the timeout?
No, it was a foul call.
Okay. And Harrison Neal has gotten the better of this matchup between him and Alex Bastian. Both are playing great, but I think it's clear that Neal has come out on top, and Bastian has looked a little frustrated at times.
Yeah, and Chester's just doing like kind of a hard time right now, trying to rebound the ball and secure it. And Warwick's getting these like second chance points and these like not fast break opportunities since they're at the rim, but it's leading to Warwick being able to extend their lead.
Sebastian was called for that foul there. Neal is going to head to the line for a 1-and-1, and Alex Bastian is going to take his first rest of the half. You know, it's incredible. You know, he played all 15 minutes so far, and now I believe he'll get an extended rest, so he's good to go, and will probably play most of, if not all of, this second half. Neal's first free throw is good. 29-22 the Cat lead, with 1 minute 2 seconds to play in this opening half.
This is a chance for Warwick. We got timeout by Chester. What I was about to say, though, is there's a chance for Warwick here to ride this momentum to the second half.
Absolutely.
Extending this lead.
Now, the one thing I'll say is I'll have to slightly disagree with you, just because, like, this is a game that the momentum swings are all, like, so subtle.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they'll happen so fast, and then, you know, like, a team will lose momentum so fast. So I'd imagine that that'll carry over. We've got 1 minute left in this half. So if I'm Warwick at this point, I'm trying to get it up into double digits.
Yeah, especially with like these packed crowds for both teams. The momentum, like the crowd, like people don't think about it. The crowd is a big part of the game.
It is. And you look at an 8-point lead as something that's, you know, pretty easy to overcome. If Warwick can be up by 10 points, as it looks like we actually missed some kind of technical foul.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. So Neal has made 3 free throws, and he has a fourth now. That one extended to 4 possessions. Yeah, 4 for 4 from the line. 32-22 is the score, and it will be cat ball. What a swing.
Wow.
It was a 6-point game.
Now it's a double-digit lead.
Lupkovich missing that free throw. It's a 6-point game. Bastian has the ball, so it's Chester ball. Then he loses it. We have a technical foul, so that's wild. McAuliffe, a 3. The roof would have exploded if he made that, but Lupkovich secures the board. So now 50 seconds to play. Warwick up by 10 with the ball. Holder going to try and set something up. Mackey called the play. Leonard going to try and take, he's had success doing that, but has to dump it off. McAuliffe now going to run baseline, gets it in! 12-point Cat lead, and now Chester's going to slow things down, I believe, and hold for the last shot of the half.
I love that aggression by Shane right there.
Yeah, that's a very ambitious look for a guy of his height, and he really, was able to create a wedge, get in there, and lay it up and in. Now 14 seconds to play. Lusignan, missed. Leonard the board. Can the Cats extend the lead even more? Now Harrison Neal. Looking, gonna give to McAuliffe. Back to Neal. 3 seconds. 3. Got it to go! Harrison Neal beats the buzzer with 3-pointer. 9-0 run to end the half for the Warwick Wildcats. 37-22. The crowd is going wild. What a way to end the first half. Warwick has Chester on the ropes. We'll be right back to finish this game out. Man, what a run.
Cyberbullying is no joke. It's a major thing that happens, especially with teens, every day. A major way cyberbullying happens is posting mean stories or sending terrible text messages anonymously. Spreading rumors over Snapchat stories can cause real pain to the people. Also, new research suggests cyberbullying does not discriminate among age or gender. Cyberbullying can cause and lead to anxiety, depression, and even suicide. Don't worry, if there's a way to fix it and get help, the Cyber Smile Foundation is an international nonprofit organization committed to tackle all forms of cyberbullying and digital abuse. If you are having problems, go to www.cybersmile. Remember, the next time you think of posting, would you like your parents or teachers to see it?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Warwick Valley High School, where we just witnessed an incredible end to the first half for the Warwick Valley Wildcats. Harrison Neal and Timmy Leonard sparked a 9-0 run to end the first half. Absolutely incredible, and man, this crowd was so hyped. It's going to take a minute to get back into it here in this third quarter, but they've been active all day, and they have, without a doubt, had a huge effect on this game. It's been absolutely amazing to see. I'm going to send it over to Breb. I'm Thino Fernandez. I'm joined by Brendan Rink. So, Brebs, Coach Mackey gave us 3 keys to the win. How have those held up?
Well, I think they've done a pretty good job of limiting Chester's fast break. However, the pace, at times, even though they have a big lead, as we know, but we have to match that pace. And they are moving the basketball from side to side, and they are running the rebound battle.
Neal was unable to finish there, but he tried to clean it up, couldn't get that one to go either. And Murphy's going to secure the board for Chester. Even Chester had a couple transitions, and Jake Dury would come from out of nowhere and block it. Multiple chase down blocks for the senior. And other players as well. It's been just so many fun plays like that. That was one of the best halves of high school basketball I've ever watched. Probably the best. That was incredible to see as a Warwick student. Now, Warwick just got to settle back in here. You're not going to go on another 9-0 run, I'd imagine. You're probably going to have to play some even basketball. But you have this 15-point lead. I believe Chester just completely forgot about the shot clock there. I was watching it. I wanted to say something, but I didn't. Yeah, it was now they're saying that the shot might have hit the rim. I don't think it did.
No, I don't think so at all.
Should be shot. Now they called the whistle with 1 second on the shot clock. I'm not totally sure what happened.
Yeah, what are they gonna rule here?
Back into what we saw, it was incredible. Everyone was stepping up. Joe Holder had such a key role getting those steals. You had guys like Lupkovich and Leonard crashing the boards, and Harrison Neal was just everywhere draining shots.
And then Shane's shot at the end of the second quarter was hype. It got everyone who cheered for Warwick on their feet.
Plus the buzzer beater by Harrison Neal. Just everything came together, and that was a perfect moment. Just you gotta how do you recover from that as a team? Like, what does Marcel say to his squad in the locker room? How do you get your guys to regroup and try and get back into it?
Well, you can't get back in this game in one play. So they're going to have to find big plays, get their players with either Alex or, just try to find open looks and just try to slowly creep back into this game. And if you're on Warwick, you don't want any of that to happen. You want to extend this lead as far as possible.
Yeah, and let's remind everyone, there was a huge turning point here. Warwick is only up 6. Lupkovich missing a free throw. Bastian grabs the rebound. Neal just takes it right from him, gets fouled, gets to the line, and a technical foul comes in as well. That was he made all 4 free throws. It extended it to 10, and then from there they just continued to pour it on. That was such a huge moment. So I believe it will be ruled a shot clock violation.
That's just funny how they completely forgot about the shot clock.
I know, yeah. I was looking at Bastian, and he should have popped it, and he didn't, so that was interesting. But now Gonzalez is going to set the offense for the Cats. He's going to give to McCallum. The 3 juniors passing it back and forth. Now Holden. Going to pump fake and drive, gives that to Neal. How about this ball movement? It's excellent, and Neal steps into a deep 3, gets the fall. This man is incredible. Harrison Neal is on fire, and the Cats lead by 18 points. Wow. Man, who would have seen this coming?
Definitely not me.
Well, Jake Dury did. I talked to Dury before the game. He told me 15-point Cats win, and Neal drops 20. Oh, my goodness. That would have made this place explode.
Harrison, wow.
But yeah, Dury was spot on. I don't want to jinx it, but that was incredible. Can Noah Angeles have his squad regroup here? No, Holder with his 5th or 6th steal of the game. I've lost count. He's had so many. That will be an offensive foul.
It looks like Warwick just has complete control of barring that foul. Warwick just has complete control right now.
Now, I have no problem with that foul because you know who got bumped? Alex Bastian. They have been very physical on him, whether it was Neal getting him in the face, Harrison knocking him down. Just they've been all over the place. He's taken some spills. I'm not saying injure the guy, but rough him up a little. Like the Jordan rules that the Pistons use.
Yeah, back in the 90s and 80s.
The Bastian rules. And now another turnover for the Hambletonians. 40-22 is the Wildcat lead. We have just under 6 minutes to play in this third quarter. Here's McCallum. Gives to Holder. Holder bounce pass inside to Timmy Leonard. Can't get the layup to go. But it's out of bounds on Jimmy Lusignan.
Chester is on their heels right now. It's almost a 20-point lead for Warwick.
Gonzalez gives to McCallum. No hesitation. Pops the 3. Can't get it to fall. Harrison Neal forces a tie-up with Lusignan, though. And it is... Wait on the side. We'll go to Chester. Jacob Angelis checks into the game. And the Chester fans are very excited about this. Fans are very excited considering their team is down 18 points.
Yeah.
And the Warwick full court press is set up. Watch Joe Holder. He is going to come swooping in, I'm sure. He's on Bastian. Oh my God, we didn't even need Holder because Warwick got it. Jacob Gonzalez has the Cats up by 20 points.
Physical D, old school.
Noah Angelis nearly had it taken away. He does. It's going to be
Warwick ball.
Warwick ball, wow.
Warwick is so active on defense right now. I love this effort, extending that lead.
I have never seen a John Marcillo coach team just completely unravel like this. Leonard goes onto the floor, and Chester steals it away. Here's Angeles. Here's Jacob Angeles, rather. Oh, and it's a blown layup by Murphy.
Chester's not playing like a 15.
Oh, what a move! Holder with one of the greatest crossovers I've seen at this level of basketball. Man, that would have been one for the highlight reel if only he finished the layup. He's disappointed. That's the kind of moment you want to look back on in 6 years and say, yeah, I did that.
Yes.
Now you look back and, oh man, I missed the layup. Still though, Leonard's going to end up at the line with a chance to put Warwick up by 22 points. It would double Chester's score, which is absurd to think about. We have 4 minutes, 45 seconds to play in this third quarter. Cats lead it 43-22. Man.
This is crazy.
Chester was on a 6-game winning streak. Then 2 days ago, they ran into Pine Bush, who beat them by 19 points. So it wasn't even a very close game. Pine Bush, by the way, gotta give them credit. They beat Warwick on the very next day. So Warwick and Chester in consecutive days. That's a very good Pine Bush team that could go far. But in the meantime, we have a situation here. Warwick has doubled up the Chester Hambletonians. This is wild.
Stepped out.
And Chester stepped out of bounds. I think every single person in this building is just shocked at this point.
Just completely out of the room. It's not playing like a good team right now. It seemed like against that Pine Bush team, they kind of laid out the blueprint to beat this team.
Yeah, maybe.
But at the same time, though, Chester's playing really sloppy.
Now, Harrison Neal couldn't handle that pass, but it was off of Noah Angeles. Keep mixing them up. But it will be Wildcat ball. Gonzalez set to inbound, as he often does. It's usually him or Leonard on the inbound, depending on the play. Harrison Neal, another deep three. Can't get down to fall. You know, his threes are never close. They're always like a step or two behind the line. Oh, we need blocks, Angeles! Harrison Neal hiking the crowd up. We've seen some amazing blocks today from the big men, Neal and Dury.
It's defensive effort. Defense, defense, defense.
How happy do you think Coach Mackey has to be right now?
Oh, he has to be very happy right now.
Man, everything is just falling into place perfectly. Murphy inbounds to Bastion. Bastion going to take a three. He needs something to get going. Can't get it to fall, but finally an offensive rebound for Chester. That student section is loud. It's an and one, which would cut it to just 19 points. Wow, yeah, it'll be such a close game once he makes this.
Yeah, wow. Looks like Chester's getting the momentum here now.
Chester fans really should be so proud of their team right now.
They should. But in all seriousness, it looks like Warwick has finally found their stride. Rick Mackey, like you said, it's said to be 4 games, but not even on air. Like, he has these guys ready.
Harrison Neal gets the board. I'm sure he'll have a double-double today. He has been very active on the rebounds. Now Holder, gonna start some dribble moves going. Now Harrison Neal at the logo. Gives him McAuliffe. Now Gonzalez, look at this ball movement. Oh, and Holder's wide open in the paint. So that was an excellent move. Holder faked like he was running out to the baseline. The defender doesn't even look back, he just walks. Holder turns around. Easiest assist of Johnny Lupkovich's life. Oh, and Gonzalez took it away from Angeles, but he lost it. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to play in this third quarter. Cats lead at 46-24. Nobody saw this coming.
No, we did not. Chester's just completely out of the rhythm.
Here is Jacob Angeles. Gives to Murphy. Murphy to Lasignan. Lasignan just trying to find someone to pass to. Finally found Murphy, who was short on the three. Angeles got the rebound though and was fouled. So Chester ball underneath. someone called a timeout, I believe. Oh, no, a technical foul. On Gonzalez, I believe. Waiting on the call. We are not privy to the conversations that the refs are having at the coaching and scoring table. Mackey looks frustrated, though, so I believe it was a technical foul on Gonzalez. Sorry, Jacob, if I miscredited that. Looks like it was on Gonzalez. As Tarico goes to Consola. Bashing is perfect from the line as usual. Although he has missed a couple today. 46-26 the score. Warwick still up by 20.
I don't know if this is for Chester. I don't know if they're going to be able to come back in this game.
You know, this is a very, very, very good Chester team. You can't count them out just yet. As Bastion just fumbles the pass. But yeah, back to what you were saying, you know, it's not like they're just losing. They're like losing and they look completely out of sync.
Yeah.
Like they're not catching passes. They're not getting back on defense.
Yeah, they're beating themselves.
Yeah, their pressure that they're so great at has been dismal at best. We don't have the steal number, but I don't even think it's going to reach 10 for the game. So we've got 3 minutes left in this third quarter now. 11 minutes left total in the game, and you're down by 20. I think you got to start looking big picture here. I think it's become kind of clear that you're not going to get one huge run, so I think you got to just look for slow and steady improvement. Warwick gets out of the huddle, and their players look very happy.
They do. Very happy to have this 20-point lead.
It's going to be Holder, Lupkovich, McAuliffe, Dury, and where's the fifth guy? I don't think there's a fifth guy out there. Oh, there's Neil. He was hiding on the baseline. I was looking for somebody. Here's the pass to Lupkovich. Now Holder. McAuliffe, deep three. Money! 23-point lead for the Cats, largest of the night. Is there anything that Chester can do? That's a backdoor cut to Bastion, and he has it blocked but fouled. Holder did not like the call, but looked like there was some contact.
Yeah, I think that was the correct call there.
How about these three-pointers? This is a team that they're not horrible by any measure, but they don't shoot it great. I mean, they miss a lot of shots, and today they have to be over 40% from beyond the arc, I imagine.
Yeah, that last shot by Shane, it's kind of a deep shot, too. That's how you know a shooter isn't rhythm, it is feeling it.
Bastion gets that first one to go. Let's see if he can cut this to 21 points. Yes, he can. We have 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play in this third quarter. Cats up by 21. McAuliffe, another one. No. Okay. You know, the one thing I'll say is we've had all these big moments, but we haven't had the moment. Like, if one of those shots went in, like, if that shot went in, you'd know, like, okay, this team's defeated. But the fact that they haven't quite had that signature shot to put them away still leaves some small window of opportunity for the Hambletonians, but it's closing very fast. There's an empty possession for the Cats as Chester was able to steal it away. Here's Angelis. Angelis going to kick it out to Lusignan. Can't get that three to fall. Lupkovich tried to grab the board, could not.
Chester.
But it's out on a Chester player. Cats ball. Joe Holder gets some much-deserved rest. He continues to be so active for the Cats team defensively. And Jonah Medeiros is going to check in. He had a very good stretch at the end of the first half during that run. Oh, that was a bad pass. Lupkovich tried to get too greedy and threw it right to Jacob Angelis, who got the 2 points. So for the first time in minutes, it is within a 20-point game. And all of a sudden, this Chester team is energized. Lusignan fouled. He's heading in the line. 1 minute, 26 seconds to play, and Chester can cut it to potentially 17 points.
Those are two back-to-back careless plays by Warwick. You don't want that when you have a big lead.
Also, not a good sign that Warwick has committed 6 fouls already. So for the rest of this half, Chester will be in the bonus. That was a weird inbound pass. But a foul. That should be shots. Or that is going to go on McAuliffe, who's trying to make a play on the ball. Instead, it sends Jacob Angelis to the line.
Chester. They have a little bit of momentum. It's still a 19-point game, but they're just trying to get back into this game.
I think if I'm Chester, I'm trying to cut it to probably, 15 points. Really right back where you started at the half. Because if we're being real, they've been completely outplayed in this third quarter up until about 30 seconds ago.
Yes.
Angelis gets the first to go, so he does have a second now. 49-31 the score.
Making it interesting.
Mackey's calling something here, so a play. St. John's off of the make or the miss. We'll see what exactly this play is. Angelis is perfect. And now let's see what the Cats draw. Feed him. Oh, nearly stolen. It is stolen. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Oh, Bastion is mad. And for good reason. Wow, they called something on Bastion now. Okay, Dury went up, reached up, punches the guy in the face, or not punches, slaps the guy in the face.
It took Alex wanted to retaliate, but his teammate, thankfully, was in the right for him.
Alex Bastion wanted to do something there. Another technical. Wow, this is got to be a Warwick record, or Section 9 record maybe for technical fouls.
Yeah.
It's got to be at least the 4th of the night. Chippy game between two teams that have emerged as rivals recently. Warwick had a great, albeit in a shortened season, but they had a very good year last year, and it really set the tone for this year. And they've been able to recover, as we talked about earlier, from a slow start. They're playoff bound, and they really look like they should be making some noise. So it was a technical foul on Dury, it looks like. Or flagrant. Either way, I'd say it's warranted with what he did.
I think it's a flagrant because you can't call it technical as much Dury to play.
Yeah, you're right. I think they were initially going to actually call something on Bastion, which would have been ridiculous. I mean, if I get punched in the face, I'm going to step up and try to fight you.
Exactly.
No, so there was something on Bastion.
Oh, yeah, so he gave out double text.
So now McAuliffe gets a free throw. Wonder what happens to possession there.
I think Chester retains his possession.
That makes sense, like they're offset.
Yes.
McAuliffe gets the free throw to go. It's an 18-point Cats lead.
And I think also they go off like who had the ball initially, too.
Okay, so flagrant on Dury, technical on Bastion. Bastion or Lusignan. It was one of them. Someone sparked the reaction. McAuliffe nearly fumbles the ball. Hey, who cares? Oh, nope. He missed the free throw. Never mind. Mounts drinks right there. Medeiros received instruction from Mackey. So it's Cats ball, actually. Maybe a technical is like viewed as like higher weight than a flagrant. That would make some sense.
Yeah.
So Dury basically punched Bastion in the face and got away with it. I like it. I will always advocate for rough basketball. Oh, what a pump fake. What a step back. Damn, that would have been a perfect call. Okay. Leonard misses it. McAuliffe is there to clean it up, though. He's going to try a long two. No good. Neal's there. Third opportunity. Medeiros gets it. Now a fourth try for the Cats. Dury a three. No good. Neal another rebound, and he's fouled.
A lot of big physical down here.
I think we can officially pronounce this thing as over. Just no effort at all on the boards by Chester. These players are just defeated.
We still got a whole quarter to go.
Neal now to shoot two. Looked like the first was going to come up short, but it bounced in. Lucky rule. So this would stretch it to a 20-point game. If he makes it, he does. Excellent free throw numbers on the game for Neil. 52-32 is the score. Cats lead, and we have just under 50 seconds to play here. Foul on the Cats, though, which will set up 2 shots for Jacob Angeles.
So Shea took a little bit of a hit there.
Yes, he did.
Walked off a little limpy. He's tough, though.
Yeah, he'll be able to hang in there, no doubt. Angeles short on the first. He's been a good shooter tonight, but can't get that to go. Now the second. That goes in. 19-point game. Now Medeiros, double teamed. Gonna give out to Dury. He's gonna feed right to Leonard. Leonard, McAuliffe, corner 3. He's open. Can't get it to fall. He's struggled as of late, but he still, hits him enough. No chase down by Dury there, even though he tried. And Noah Angeles comes away with the 2 points. 17-point game. And Warwick can hold for the last shot of the quarter here. Here's Neil guarded by Angeles.
Just has to watch out for Shea. He has a sharpshooter right now.
Dury now in the corner. Going to give to Leonard. Warwick continues to move it around. 10 seconds to play. Looking to add to their total on the final possession of this fourth. Harrison, turn around. And how about that? The Dirk Nowitzki. Step back, and it's good. Fade away, rather. I was looking for the word. Warwick, 54-39. Excellent third quarter for the Cats. We'll be right back to close this thing out in a moment.
Deforestation is a huge issue in the world. According to the United States Food and Agriculture Organization, 33 million acres of forest land are lost annually, responsible for 20% of human-caused greenhouse gas emissions. There are multiple things that contribute to deforestation, such as urbanization, acid rain, and wildfires. Trees are being destroyed at a very fast rate. More and more businessmen are pushing through forests to gain land for industrial and commercial reasons. The environment is slowly dying for the sake of profit. Trees dying can have serious effects on the air, water pollution, climate change, soil erosion, and loss of biodiversity. As an individual, you can plant a tree to combat deforestation. You can also take one step further by the choices you make when you're shopping, eating, or even driving. One small step by you leads to 20 or more giant steps towards a global campaign against deforestation. If you want to find out more to support the cause, visit conserveenergyfuture.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back to this electric Mary My Mezzetti Gymnasium, where the Warwick Wildcats have absolutely stunned the Chester Hambletonians. We still have 8 minutes to go, but this thing looks like it's all but over. The Cats lead by 19 points. It's just been a masterclass in every sense of the word. Except on our sportsmanship, we have had way too many technicals, but that's a story for another day. As Neil missing the 3, start the quarter. Now here's Angeles. He's gonna drive, kicks out. Excellent job of drawing the defenders and giving out. Lusignan can't make the 3 though. It'll be Warwick ball. Thought it was out on the Warwick player, but they will get possession. All right, so Brebs, what stood out to you the most about this team? I'm sure there's so much that's been impressive, but if you had to pick one thing, what are you saying here?
I just like the all-around team effort and just like we're playing as a team, not just like as individuals. Not saying that they do, but it's what helps us. It's what helps Warwick have this huge lead.
Yeah, these one thing that's amazing about these, like they've all been playing together for years. Like if you look at the modified team, like I don't know, 4 years ago. Yeah, I'm sure most of these guys were in this exact spot, just learning how to play together, and they've really gelled together, in particular this season. It's a Warwick team that's traditionally struggled as of late, and but this year we've really seen the emergence of what this team can do, and the coaching genius of Joe Mackey. Looking at the notes he gave me pregame, it's really incredible what he drew up for this team, and especially the way that they've really limited Alex Bastian, who normally is an absolute stud. Now, don't get me wrong, Bastian has played good, but it's been like, he's put up his numbers without like having an impact on the game, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand.
Like empty stats.
Yeah.
Basically like James Harden. As you can tell, I'm not a huge James Harden fan.
Complete opposite.
To get back in the action, we've had a quick basket by Chester, and that's been all. A couple turnovers on each side. And Warwick leads it by 17, 54-37. We're 1 minute into the quarter. Man, this has to be just such great momentum for this Warwick team heading into the playoffs, a place that they're not really familiar with. I mean, if we look back, they have not had a full winning season, thrown out last year because of how short it was. But they haven't really had a winning season since 2012. And this won't go down as a winning season as they've lost a lot of games out of section. But it has to go down in the history books as an excellent season and possibly a turning point as they look to springboard the program into a future powerhouse, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Coach Mackey found a lot of success with this team getting to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Excited to see that.
You can just see the passion that feeds off of him. You know, even in the text messages he sends me, pregame planning, you can really tell just how much he knows his stuff. Now Warwick is trying to set something up rather. We've seen players pass up on threes more here. I think they're just looking to hold it and run it off, as I say. Leonard drains it through.
That's just the icing on the cake.
Spoke at the wrong time there. But we now have Chase for the ball, and Lusignan is going to be fouled by Neal. It's been a very solid game for Jimmy Lusignan. We don't have scoring numbers, but he's generally a very high-impact player, and he has made his presence felt tonight. 58-37 to score. 5 minutes 47 to play here as we are getting close to wrapping this up. Jimmy Lusignan gets the first to go. Looking at this Chester team, you got to imagine they're still the favorites to win the section, right? I mean, it's been 2 back-to-back awful performances by the team, but they've won more. I believe they've won more non-league games to regroup. I could be mistaken on that. Something needs to change, though.
Yes.
Bastion blocked by Leonard. And Lusignan got that to go. It's an 18-point game. We have 5.5 minutes left. I can't see Warwick possibly losing this lead as Neal fouled before the back. Offensive foul. I thought we were going to get a block maybe. But no, that's going to go against Jake Dury. Dury's had a huge role tonight. He was a little quieter in the last game we did, but he's really emerged. Some really energizing chase down blocks. He's made some big shots. Oh, Mackey is not happy with the refs. Now I absolutely understand his point. Now, I never try to be critical on the refs. I like the job that they do. I think they've been solid tonight. I'm always a proponent of letting players play, which is ironic because I'm also a proponent of aggressive basketball.
Yeah.
I think they should go hand in hand. I think you should. The more like football basketball is, the better. That's the analogy I'll use.
Just gotta find that right balance.
Yeah. Okay, so here's Neal. Gonna regroup the offense. Oh, that was a little misguided. Trying to find Holder in the corner, but he overthrew it. Mackey actually called for a foul there. It's I can only imagine how hectic it must be, coaching, keeping track of all this stuff. I love watching, just the coach cams of NBA or college games, just seeing how just amped up they get.
Yeah, the passion they put into it.
All right, there's a shot by Angeles. It's going to be a little too strong. Rebound by, I'm assuming, his brother. Confirmation of that. They're related in some way.
I think they are brothers.
Yeah, that would make the most sense. We have a tie-up, so we'll stay on this end for Chester. Chester is in the double bonus, it's worth noting. That's been something that I found really interesting. Warwick has, absolutely mugged them at times. They've committed so many fouls. As another one comes in there. but it hasn't mattered. Like, I'm sure Chester's dominating it as far as, free throw shot, although all the technicals probably have played into that. But it hasn't mattered. Warwick has just outplayed them in every sense of the word. So 2 shots for Noah Angeles here. He can cut it to 16 points. We've been on the verge of, of this game officially being over for a long time. But I think if he comes up empty here, we can finally put a bow in it. And he comes up empty. Fight for the ball, goes away with Warwick, and now Holder going to push the pace. Holder, he's a very skilled ball handler. We've seen that.
Yes, very athletic kid.
I'm still thinking back to that layup he blew. I made the incredible move. All I need to do is lay it in. It's one of the worst feelings in basketball. Neal missing the 3. There's just no effort by Angeles there to chase down the board. And we've got a foul called before the shot. So the 3 does not count.
Harrison O'Neill is waving the crowd. He's waving Chester too.
Man, these Warwick fans have had such a huge impact on this game. It's clear. They've been really into it. Let's hope we can get them traveling to some playoff games. I don't know what the seeding will be. I hope that we'll have a home playoff game, and hopefully we can announce it. That would be amazing to do. But if not, I have some confidence in this team. They've really emerged as of late. They've almost beaten Pine Bush twice. Both of the times they played them. We were actually supposed to announce one of those games, but it got snowed out. But both of the times that Warwick has played Pine Bush, it's gone down to the wire. And that's been it's tough learning how to close games. But I think Warwick is kind of starting to hit their stride, with the recent game against Pine Bush being the only blemish there. They closed out a close one against Middletown, Monroe Woodbury, which we announced, where just everyone clutched up in the final moments. It was great to see.
For Warwick. Down 12 points second quarter, coming back in the second half.
Absolutely. So now we're going to have Dury inbound. Oh, Harris Neal's wide open. Nobody was even near him. He blew the mid-range jumper, though. And now Joe Holder resets. 3.5 to play here. Cats lead 58-40. Now Leonard, kick out. Dury, a 3. No good, too short. Now Angeles, I believe Lupkovich got a piece of that, and Leonard secures it. Cats take it the other way. Oh, Harrison Neal just lost it on the dribble. Well, if you're gonna make a mistake like that, make it at this point of the game where it doesn't matter. We need like a high school Shaq and a fool for that, though.
Yeah. Either that or a not top play.
He is smiling over it, he knows. 3 minutes to play here on what has been a fun one. Now, I really expected Chester to come out with a little more fight in that second half, but Warwick was just too good.
Yeah.
Very pleasantly surprised by this team.
Yeah, this team, Chester's not playing like a 15-3 team right now.
When Dury told me before the game that Warwick's going to win by 15, I'm like, okay, I like the enthusiasm, but really, he's been right. Now we need is a student section fight.
Yes.
That would be the icing on the cake here.
That would be.
Might get fired for saying that. So Mackey's talking stuff over with the team. This is a good situation for Warwick because you can experiment with different sets and stuff. Like, I don't know if you're familiar, but college basketball, the Gonzaga Bulldogs, they play in the Western Coast Conference. They're a small school, so there's no way for them to join a major conference. But the point being, they're a great team. They have all this talent, and they're playing these bad teams. And, people look at them like, oh, maybe you should play a tougher schedule. But by playing these weaker teams, they allow themselves all these situational moments as the Hail Mary pass is intercepted. but they allow themselves these situational moments to play around with sets and really master every possible lineup.
Yeah.
So if I'm Warwick right now, I'm taking these final 3 minutes and trying something new. Like trying something that you may not be great at, but you have time to improve on in the and get ready for the playoffs, because that's what everyone's about at this point.
Back to Gonzaga, they're always in the tournament too, competing too.
Yeah.
Like they get like decently far into the tournament as well.
I'm a huge Gonzaga fan. 23 straight years, or 25 now maybe, in the tournament. Last year was a heartbreaker that lost to Baylor in the championship. They'll be back this year though. I say it every year, but this is finally the year. I'm sounding like a Cowboys fan when I say it. But this is the year they break through. Yeah, shout out to my man Big Bob for picking the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl. NFL picks. That was. Our director just brought up a great point. He could have been talking about the year 2077.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what year. Cowboys.
Never gonna happen.
Never happened.
Second free throw is no good, but the rebound is fought for by missed the player on. Oh, it was Dylan Perez. Perez started the game, and then he really was quiet ever since.
Not much of an impact.
Those Chester fans are mad. Wow. It's a 14-point game. They're just under 2.5 minutes to play, 58-44. So Chester's, still trying, still holding out hope. And you gotta always have hope. And if you lose hope, then what's the point of playing? Warwick swinging around the perimeter. That was tipped off Leonard's hands, but went right to Lefkovich. Lucky bounce there. And Dury gonna pump fake, put it on the court. Lefkovich could have popped it there. He doesn't. Warwick really just trying to run out the clock here. Smart strategy. Now Holder gonna get it, try to get it to Leonard. And there was a double dribble.
They were using all of that 35-second shot clock there.
Yep, that's huge. They're down to 1 minute 46 seconds. Chester is, and 14 points is gonna take a little short of a miracle. And then he also would have to start getting into fouling, because Warwick's gonna try and run as much off. Step back three from Lusignan.
Go get it!
No good. And Angeles could not recover the rebound.
Stop running away!
Wow, Mackey is mad at Leonard.
Doesn't matter what the score is, he's always into the game.
The last game we did against Monroe, Mackey's main piece of advice was you got to play all 32 minutes. You can't have any moments of weakness. And I talked about this in the girls' game I did with Candia a couple nights ago. But you saw Coach O'Brien just doing the same thing Mackey's doing now. You got to get mad at your players. He's calling timeouts. He's always adjusting stuff. Because a good team, which Chester is a great team, but most teams will be able to seize, upon any moment of weakness. Like any brief moment where you're not playing at 100% is all it takes sometimes for a team to get back into a game.
Yeah, and that's why the girls program for basketball for Warwick has been so good over the past 10, 20, how many years it has been.
Man, Joe Holder's gonna have to work on some of his layups. Mackey was not happy with that one missed. He's had an excellent game though. He was, I believe he totaled 5 steals in the first half alone. He was incredible. The whole team was incredible. Jake Dury, fortune teller. The Warwick Wildcats win this one, 58-44. The players are socializing. We've got a lot of connections. A lot of these players play for the OC Kings, the local, I believe, AAU team. Did they call a whistle with 6 seconds? Okay, these teams do not like each other. Retract my whole last statement. Because Dury just picked up another technical foul. Wow.
Going on here. We got 6 seconds.
Come on.
Game's over. Joe and Jimmy are talking to each other a little bit.
Okay. Man, very chippy game. I like it like that. I think it's fun when the teams don't like each other. Man, I really hope we get this playoff matchup in the matchup in the playoffs at some point.
Me too. I would love to do a playoff game commentary with you.
Yeah, Chester would unfortunately be the home team just because of their superior record.
Yeah.
But I think it's very possible for the Cats to have a home playoff game. The meeting is next week. We'll learn more about it then. Hopefully we get to bring you coverage. For now, though, we are just about ready to wrap it up. I believe Chester's going to just run it out. Maybe they'll be petty and take a three-pointer. Signan going to let it run out. The Cats win 58-44. And that was an absolutely incredible performance. We'll be right back with some post-game interviews, getting a chance to speak to some of the players.
There have always been homeless animals as long as we've had pets. More and more animals are killed or abandoned every year. However, organizations exist, such as the Warwick Valley Humane Society, which strive to end this. The Warwick Valley Humane Society is dedicated to improving the lives of these animals. They have programs to rescue animals and provide them with new homes or to return them to their original owners. While strongly encouraged, this isn't the only way that you can help. The Humane Society is currently raising money to build a new shelter. Even if you can't adopt an animal yourself, please consider donating. Any donation, no matter how small, will aid in the construction of a new adequate shelter for these animals. You can visit wvhumane.org to make your donation or to adopt an animal in need.
What a performance from the Warwick Wildcats. It's a 58-44 victory. The Cats just absolutely dominate what many people thought was a superior Chester team. We are now going to send it over to Brebs, who is courtside with the players who made this win happen.
Thank you, Theodore. So, Joe, you were an absolute dog on defense today.
Thank you.
How are you able to use your defensive effort to propel you guys to a win today? Or tonight, I should say.
It helps a lot with our coach. He gives us a scout on each player, and we kind of just go out there and do that, and it works. And it's a lot to do with hustle and hard work and just communication with your team, and it helps us get steals and good blocks on defense.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
So, Harrison, you are a star player for tonight. You were everywhere tonight. You were hitting shots, getting those rebounds, bodying Chester. How are you feeling right now, my man?
I'm feeling great. You know, I know a lot of people from Chester. You know, they talk down on my name, so I had to show them what's up. You know, how we do it out here in Warwick.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'll now send it back to my colleague Theodore.
You can clearly see just how happy these players are. This team just emits pure confidence right now, and everything is coming together at the perfect time. It's going to be a non-league game against a school's name I don't even remember, but it should be a Warwick win. And from there, it's playoff time. The committee meets next week, and we will see where Warwick ends up. But I think any school that is facing against the Wildcats should be afraid, especially if it is in front of this amazing home crowd. Everything came together perfectly. One of the most entertaining, first halves that I've ever witnessed. That incredible run that really set the tone for the rest of the game. It was just a pure masterclass, as I said earlier. That'll do it for this amazing broadcast from WBTV. So for the network, I'm Theodore Fernandez.